I bought some action figures with my first payment, and I've been waiting to do a film. But do you want to see the action figures?
Yes, show me.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to disappear off screen for a moment. Hey, you Stygian Dogs. Joining me tonight is Lion from Sword Story 2 Book Club and Hobbies of a Man.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I figure we should just talk about the San Diego Comic-Con news. Let's review. We won't review necessarily in sequence of the presentation that Shawn posted online. I'll be sure to include a link to that in the video description, but we'll just kind of go through the main things. I know in my recent video, in your video too, we kind of prognosticated a little bit, and I think we were pretty bang on.
Yeah, we also kind of jumped the gun a little bit. We probably should have waited until afterwards to do our videos, but it is what it is.
Whatever drives traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I know in this slideshow, I guess it was Chris Butera on the panel, and Dan Panosion, and Shawn.
Yep.
So they started off, they went over what we got over the last year. So Battle of the Black Stone, the ongoing series, Solomon Kane series. There were the omnibus releases, of course, Savage Sword of Conan, and the John C. Hawking book came out. That was fantastic. So a good year. Any highlights for you in the past year?
So if we're considering the past year, everything that happens after issue 12, I mean, the Battle of the Black Stone is probably the coolest thing that we read through. Solomon Kane's kind of up there as well, potentially. Yeah. But in terms of like, Savage Sword and stuff like that, I think that Savage Sword issue 7, that's the one with Roy Thomas in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one's probably the best. That's the top of this, the tip of the spear, as it were, for this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think Battle of the Black Stone was awesome just because we got to be introduced to those other Robbie Helen characters. That was fun. So I'm really looking forward to John Kirwan, and it sounds like it's going to be Conrad in Kirwan. I'm going to guess that appear in Scourge of the Serpent. So we'll just kind of wait and see. I did finish Solomon Kane #4 just the other night, and I was very satisfied with the series. Like I think it was awesome. I think it ended well. I remember there was something about it feeling like not that it was an anticlimax to any degree. I think I just wanted more. So like I feel like the 4-issue like defined thing kind of hurts sometimes. Like from a fan perspective, you're like, oh, this could have done 1 or 2 more issues and it would have been just as good. And you just can't deal with that because that's how Titan wants to do it. So. Yeah, exactly. Nothing negative.
It is what it is.
It really was fantastic. I love the color work, especially I think it was in issue number 2, the color work right away when the priestess shows up.
Yep.
Yeah, just so bright and vibrant. It was really pleased with it. So I'm looking forward. I mean, we'll get to it, but it's nice to see that more Solomon Kane was announced. I do hope that we see more Conan and Valeria from Patch Zerker in Savage Sword, because I really enjoyed, I don't know, that sort of marital banter, the verbal sparring.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Is there anything that you would have wanted out of the past year so far? Like, okay, what did you want out of year 1 that maybe wasn't given to you from year 2? And what do you think was missing from year 2? If that makes sense.
I mean, I think we've spoken about it before, but it felt, I mean, I was satisfied with everything. There did feel like just a little bit of a lull halfway through the year, just before the Secret arc. So it's not that I was really dissatisfied, but I think it's, we had the Frost Giant's daughter stuff. I think you had mentioned it in a video before too, where the jumping around at times can feel disjointed.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so then to go back to the Belit story in the issues with Danica, it just felt like a jump. It's like, okay, well, we had seen Belit previously. It's like, okay, well, we'll come back now. They were all fine, but there was just something about the flow in the year. And as soon as we got to issue 20 or issue 21, I suppose. Fernando Dinino stuff. It just felt like, okay, here we go again. I feel like settling into something. Yeah, those 4 issues with Danica and Doug, they were great. They were fine. But there was just something that kind of felt like it slowed the momentum for the year.
Yeah, I think it was the switch in artist happening so fast, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it almost feels like they didn't get to do enough, or like the story didn't finish in some ways. And so it feels kind of like unbalanced in a little bit, in my opinion. I think that's kind of what you kind of that's kind of what I feel out of it. I don't know if that's the same for you, but
I mean, definite highlights though, right? Like we got the return of Zula. We've seen him here again at the end of issue number 22. So that was, that's the thing that was odd about the momentum. It still ended up being very satisfying and paid off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it's just a matter of expectation on my behalf, but there's just something about it. Otherwise, like I think content-wise, it was satisfying. Like, I don't want to buy too many more issues. I could only purchase so much, so I was happy. It worked out well as far as the Battle of the Blackstone stuff, and then Patrick Zerker, Solomon Kane, and now Scourge of the Serpent. So it feels like they're adding that ancillary material kind of in a nice metered way, so we're not with too much. So I'm pleased with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Although I did feel the price difference between a Conan issue and the Solomon Kane issue, which is on one hand understandable because Solomon Kane's going to sell less, but on the other hand, it's also only one person working on it, so that also makes sense. But a whole $1 is a lot.
Yeah, no, it was surprising. Like, I guess it was with issue number 22 when there was everything released on the same day. I was like, oh, this is a hefty purchase day. And even when I would buy, because I told my comic shop, I told her that I don't necessarily need to buy every variant that I do for Conan, but she kind of knows if she has it in the store, I'll just grab it anyways.
Yeah.
But so if it's four covers, like you do feel the difference versus the Conan. So that was surprising because I don't buy a lot of other new stuff. So so the price point was different, but
I do buy a lot of new stuff, and every week I'm like, crap, why am I doing this to myself?
Well, you could stage an intervention if that's required.
Yeah, maybe. Can we get Jim to show up for my intervention? Only buy my books, bro. Well, I don't know if you'll do that.
I know you're interested in an array of different genres and titles.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult. It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah. So the coming releases, we know that Conan the Barbarian is going to continue. Something we predicted and we knew is Savage Sword of Conan is going to continue. There's more omnibus editions that will be released, and that the Heroic Legends short stories will also continue. No announcement on a physical printing of those, which I'm not really.
They did say something was going to happen with them, but they didn't really say what exactly it was going to be. So as far as I remember,
there was the live stream that Shawn Curley had, and I think I had asked Chris via Shawn about the printing of those, and I think they gave the affirmative that some sort of print edition will be coming probably in the new year. And then at Howard Days, we kind of pestered Jeff Shanks about it, and he said as much as well. So I'm happy. The thing is, I haven't read all of the heroic shorts.
I own all of them. I have not read a single one.
Yeah, I'm on the same case. I just don't like reading things electronically.
It's not
day of being at work, staring at a computer screen. It's just not really how I want to digest material. Yeah, I was very fortunate to receive a copy of a yet to be released one. It's fantastic. I think I don't know if I can say or not, but it's from a writer that has written one already. So I don't know when that is coming out. I'll double check with him, and then maybe I can speak to him about whether or not I can mention it. But I got it in a decent copy, and I was able to print it in a format, marked confidential, locked in the box so nobody can read it. I was able to print it out and have a that way. So I can't wait to be released, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. Songs of the Slain, that came out, I guess, a week or so ago now.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I know, I know that Tennessee Fats had ordered a copy, and he had been teasing about having it.
Yeah.
I want to check it out. I mean, we were saying before hitting the record button, I think it's about $37 hardcover Canadian.
Yeah.
Which
it's about 30 here, but I don't like hardcovers, so I gotta wait till the paperbacks, which means that
I have to have the hardcover.
Yeah, as a collector, I get the appeal of hardcovers, but they're just harder to read. I just kind of get annoyed. They're like they don't bend as much, and it just bothers me. So I just don't like them.
I vehemently disagree, sir.
That's fine. I know it's an unpopular take. I get it, and it's one that 5 years ago I would have been like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? But I don't know. The older I get, I'm like, okay, I'd rather bend the book and make sure that it's like fitting in my hand the way I want it to. And you can't do that with hardcovers without breaking them. So
fair enough. I'm excited. I'm excited, but it's priced about $10 more than previous hardcovers. So I don't know if it's just the economy and tariffs and all that sort of jazz, but I don't know. I just can't. I keep going to Amazon every day to see if it's cheaper.
I wonder if it's like significantly bigger because the previous ones, Hawking's, was basically 2 short stories.
Yeah.
Right. Or like 2 novella length novels. So they're not like 300 pages a pop. They were like 500 pages total. Right. Something like that.
I don't even know if it added up to that much. I have that copy inside the house. I think, well, it must have been a wee bit longer. Like I know the others are only about, I don't know, like 350 pages.
Yeah.
And I think this is about the same. So,
okay.
Who knows? Maybe
I don't know.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
I do want to check it out. I love the Conan story.
Yeah.
Solomon Kane being, well, not necessarily renewed for another year, but returning, I guess, with another miniseries.
Okay, so that is going to be a miniseries. The way I heard it was like an ongoing series because they said the Sword of Solomon Kane is going to return or something, and I think that was the name of an old series, right? Also, are you hearing an echo when I talk?
Nope.
Okay, that's just on me. That's fine.
That must have
yeah.
I didn't interpret it that way, but that might have just been me. So that'll be interesting to see. I mean, again, I mean, we just said like Patch has been doing a great job with Solomon Kane. It's so much better than it's so much better than what came before with the I guess the series. I don't know if it was in the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah, I'm just curious about it because if Patch stays on Solomon Kane, which I think he does want to. I can't remember what interview it was in. He was like, "Yeah, I love Solomon Kane. Working on him is amazing. I want to keep doing it for as long as possible." But if he has to do it like monthly, that's a whole different thing than doing 4 or 5 issues worth throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want the quality drop that comes from that. So I would prefer it if it was continuously just minis. But I know a lot of people would disagree with me, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I bet on a limited series. I think it'll be a limited series.
Yeah.
And then whether or not they use it for tie-in purposes or not, I don't know, remain to be seen.
Yeah, we'll see. Jim does have that 5-year plan, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah. The Savage Sword Reforged. That was, I mean, big news. There's a lot of buzz about it. How do you feel about it? I'm mixed.
So as someone that's probably never going to buy the omnibuses just because they're too expensive to buy, like in a single purchase, I like this. I think this is cool because it's a curated collection. It's only the top tier stories, presumably, right? Assuming that they do the job correctly. Yeah. And it's going to look good. Like this coloring system or whatever they're doing to color these looks great. It looks classic. It looks old school, but it is clearly well done. And I'm excited about it personally. I do think the price point is a bit much. Like it's a $10 magazine compared to the $6 for the Savage Sword, right? Like the normal one.
Yeah.
Well, it's $7 for the normal one for us in America, right? For the US. This is a $10 magazine. Given that it's stuff that's already basically made its money back 1,000-fold, that feels kind of unfair. But also, does that mean they're going to print it on really nice paper? Are they going to do a really good job with the coloring? Are they going to do their best to actually make it work? If that's what those $10 are for, that's good. As long as it's like a limited run. Like I don't want 1,000 of these, right? But like 10 to 20 of these might not be bad. You know, just collecting the best stuff.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the physical format because I'm going to guess it's not going to be newsprint. It's going to be something.
No, I assume it's going to be like a classic normal comic book paper. Yeah. But I did see some people talk about some of these, some idea that was floating around about using Baxter paper, which was something that was used on older print versions of books like this. I don't know too much about it, but if it's like a nice, fancy, textured paper with color, that might be worth it. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, I'm mixed on these. Like, the more the better. Like, that's cool.
Sure.
It's not great for the pocketbook. I do love the black and white. Like, I love black and white Savage Sword stories.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I have a lot of the Conan the Barbarian I have is from the Chronicles of Conan that were recolored.
Yeah.
From the original comic series. And like, they're great because you get the stories. And it's not that the coloring is bad, but I have a few of the Omnis so that when you do read the Omnis, it's like, oh, like I really like the classic coloring.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, so when I think about that, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. It's like,
sure,
don't ruin anything that's already perfect. But I want to see the Tower of the Elephant in color. Like, this is such a great adaptation. It's one of my favorite stories.
Mm-hmm.
I do have it in multiple other formats. So do I need a color copy? No. Like, I know some subscribers were happy thinking that they were going to get the Savage Sword of Conan and they could fill in the gaps in their collection, but it's obviously not going to be that way.
No, it's supposed to be curated. So
yeah, and on the panel, I think they're just focusing on the Robert E. Howard stories first, which is awesome, right? So if it's like, I mean, are they going to come out bi-monthly? I don't know, quarterly.
Well, if it's 22 Conan stories, that means 11 of these issues, right?
Yeah,
which is a pretty accessible number, and it does two things for people like me who are newer fans, right? Yeah. It allows you to have the best adaptations of Conan stories, so you can read those in this format instead of like reading. And two, it gives you a really nice color edition for these stories, which is kind of what most people that are fans of comic books today are expecting, right? So from my perspective, this works really, really wonderfully because it works for me, right? Like, as a newer fan. But, the oldies are, I definitely get why some of them would be like, oh, this sucks, right? But I say give the first issue a try and then just move on from there if you don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is how I look at it too. Like, I'm definitely going to pick up the first issue. I mean, I love the Barry Windsor Smith, Rothschild's Daughter, but it's definitely the Tower of the Elephant that I want to get there. And it's a robust volume. Probably they won't put two in each issue because they start to get really big. And even if it's probably, I think it's like People of the Black Circle, I think it's like 4, maybe 5 issues of the Savage Sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they do some of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up the first one. It's 2 of my favorite stories. They are all Howard. If it's bi-monthly, I'll definitely grab them. If it was monthly, I don't know. I may or may not.
I think quarterly would probably be better.
Serious, I probably will, right? Like, who might?
Yes. I think quarterly would be better than bi-monthly. I think that for a year is a good idea. It balances out all of the different things that are coming out, right? Because it'd be kind of annoying to have to pick up Savage Sword Reforged, the Conan comic, and then whatever else is going on at the same time. That's like basically a whole month's worth of comics in 1 week, assuming that it ever lands like that, right? So that's not great. I think they should stagger it more. As for like it being a facsimile thing that people thought, that would be cool, but if you're like waiting for like chapter like 100 or like issue 100, that's gonna be like 1,000 years from now, dude. Like, it's not. I don't think that the facsimile like works, right? Yeah. I do like that they did a new cover for it. I mean, obviously the original like Savage Sword issue 1 cover is like iconic, but the Rob Del Toro cover looks freaking awesome. I really liked it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion about this. It's fine.
Yeah,
it'd be like that.
I'm embracing it. I think sometimes when it's just the colorization of the existing, people might see it as a cash grab. Which is fair, but you can't are you going to spend almost $200 on an Omni? Maybe not. Will you find it used somewhere? Maybe. Not everybody has
pretty unlikely. Probably not.
Probably not. So it's a benefit that
way.
So is it a cash grab? Well, they got to make money, so
yes,
I don't fault them for that, right?
It's also not that blatant of a cash grab. There's work being done to make this worth the effort of picking it up, right? And maybe it's not meant for the classic fans. Maybe it's meant for people like me that are newer, right? That want to experience those stories without having to buy the omnibus.
Yeah. So, and again, because they're focusing on the Robert E. Howard stuff to begin with, I think that's just anything that gets people to read the Robert E. Howard stuff,
sure,
and then explore beyond Conan is worthwhile. And so it allows them, if they have the license to the other characters as well.
Sure.
It's just a whole world, as you and I have discovered, right?
I don't want to keep harping on this, but if it is the original stories, I wonder if they're going to have either Jeff or Patrice or someone else do essays about the stories to kind of give you a little bit more background, right? I would like that. I think that'd be good, but I don't know if that's something that's going to work for them.
Yeah,
because maybe that's a little bit too much effort for what they're trying to do, right? So
maybe they balance their cost as well. So maybe but definitely, it's always nice to see those essays
for sure.
Paul, this was a big one. We knew about this at Howard Days.
Yep.
I'm not surprised they announced it. There was
nothing, about time.
Yeah, there was nothing on X when it came out, and it was only at the panel where they did mention that it was John Arcudi. Write it. Did they say who was going to illustrate it? Did we? I know we had that.
No, they have not said that yet. Yeah. At least I have not heard about it.
Yeah,
I did hear about this ahead of time. Like you said, we heard about it at Howard Days, but we did not know the writer until it was mentioned on the panel. As for who the writer is, it's John Arcudi, like you said, and I wonder if this is going to be good or bad. I don't know how well liked John Arcudi is in the fandom. Yeah. I know he did the first story for Savage Sword when it relaunched, but if I remember correctly, that was not the best liked story going forward, right? I mean, I liked it, but I didn't like the way the art style happened to coincide with it because it wasn't made for black and white, right?
I disagree.
Yeah,
we can talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
So he wrote Conan and the Dragon Horde. I think is what that first one was,
and it was which is a cool story.
Very great story. It was Max von Fofner, and I loved his work in that. And it was just a disappointment because they hadn't perfected their printing process.
Yes,
that really let his work shine. Do you have the trade paperback Omni of the first 4? I guess it's the first.
No, I haven't bought. No, I think it's the first 3.
Yes, the first 3. So Max's work turns out really wonderful in that. Now I know a lot of people don't love it, and I think
I like it. I think it looks good. I just didn't. It felt like it was supposed to be in color, and then they grayscaled it.
Well, I would, and Max has shared some of his color stuff, the Cormac Fitzgerald stuff from that issue 8, I think, of the Savage Sword.
That one was much better. It looked much better.
Yeah, he had some color reproductions across too, and color is fantastic. I want to see his stuff colorized, things that I'm hoping for. I mean, we haven't even talked about that, but I would love to see a Max von Fofner special edition with the work colorized. And he's got a lot of stuff coming out this year too. Titan books that we'll get a chance to look at. So I'm excited for that. And I would love to see the Patch Circer early Solomon Kane story.
Yeah, that should be a single issue. I think that would that would be good.
Yeah. So John Arcudi, I like that story. There was a lot of funny takes on that one. People didn't like the female character. They thought she kind of outshone Conan, or that she was always helping Conan, or that she saved the day. There were a lot of criticisms. I personally don't think they were really warranted. I think you can nitpick. I don't know. People are oh, she saved Conan 3 or 4 times. I disagree. I mean, you could go through, but wouldn't want to argue with anybody. If you like it or you don't. I felt like it was a Conan story. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think the biggest complaint was, the female character, probably in the context of a Conan story that rubbed people the wrong way. I don't feel that there will probably be a strong female presence in Kull, because I don't know, the Kull that I've read, like the Marie Severin stuff early on, like there just doesn't tend to be the female character. So I don't know if a female presence will be inserted, or maybe because it would, I don't know, maybe make the character
round out the cast a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Cast. So
I'm trying to remember if any of the original Kull stories have female characters in them.
No, and like it's kind of commented upon, like he's kind of sullen and that pensive monarch, and he's very thoughtful and he ruminates. And it's been mentioned, I think Jim kind of inserted something where Brill comments that he's got to find a queen, and I know that even in the Atlantean, Russ Leach's and Randy Zimmerman's take, they do comment on his bachelorhood, basically.
Yeah,
that he just doesn't really get on with women so much.
Brill's the only lover he needs, man.
Well, I mean,
people are not gonna like that in the comments. I'm sorry,
right? Like some people like, but it's true. Like they have, especially in those older stories, like they have this bond. They're buds. They're loyal to each other. I mean, there's definitely potential for like a same-sex romance.
Hey, man,
I don't know that fans would love it if it went that way. Would it bother me? Well, I don't know.
If it was handled well, I don't think I would care. As long as they don't make it like the reason why the comic book exists, right?
Right. Exactly.
Broadly speaking, it's. I mean, you ever read any Greek epic stories? Like, they're all full of that. It would not really bother me all that much. Do you know if this was supposed to be a limited series?
I don't know. First, I'll say it would be a daring choice if they went that direction with Kull.
I don't think they will, but it'd be funny.
It'd be kind of funny. It would definitely get people talking. I'm going to suspect that it's a limited series. I don't think. I think Conan's the only one they can keep ongoing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that if every Conan, like if every Robert A. Howard character got a limited series, that'd be really cool. I don't think most of them can warrant it, or maybe even deserve it, to be honest with you. But Solomon, Kane, and Kull definitely deserve a few of them, right? Maybe enough to fill like a deluxe edition, like 12 to 25 issues over time. I don't necessarily think a running series is necessarily what we need out of them, though.
Yeah, I mean, it could do 6 issues bi-monthly.
Yeah,
that format captures people's attention. Maybe the first couple issues people purchase, and then it figures out after that.
Yeah,
but I'm going to guess it's a limited series. Like, I'm thinking other things I would like to see. Like, I would love to see something daring, like a Conrad and Kirwan stuff, where you can just have multiple adventures. And I alluded to a couple times when there's discussion about the action figures. Like, I would love a Borak, Conrad and Kirwan, and Steve Costigan. They're the 1920s, 1930s Avengers.
Yeah.
Give them missions, they just make appearances once in a while. You can have all this kind of, weird tale stuff and adventures. I would like to see that in a yearly format, right? Something just off the wall, or just rotate between them and together once in a while. I don't know. Like, I just feel like, has Kull been done now?
Well, Jim did introduce Kull as soon as possible when it comes to the original Conan run, right? So on one hand, this feels maybe unnecessary. On the other hand, I really like Kull, so I want to see more of him.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many limited series Kull really needs. He definitely doesn't need a full run of stuff, right? As for the other thing, I think it'd be fun if they did yearly oversized one-shots that were like, okay, Conrad and Kirwan, a boxing character, or like whatever it is that they choose, just one of those like lesser known characters, right? Or maybe this year it would have been cool if they did a Spear and Fang one. That was just like a really good adaptation of it, or maybe a continuation of it. It was a one oversized one shot. It didn't even have to be a magazine size. It could have just been a normal comic books. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think that was really something they were thinking about.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, we're going to see Kull in Scourge of the Serpent. So, I mean, that's exciting. Sure. I mean, Ivan Gill's work, I think, is just fantastic. I mean, we'll take a look at the pages. So we know Scourge of the Serpent. We've seen the Free Comic Book Day. Issue 10 of the Savage Sword of Conan is going to, kick off with a tie-in. Then there's the release, and of course, there's also the Tim Wagoner novel tie-in that's going to be released.
Yeah, and
I believe Jim said that Nick Mankiewicz is doing the illustrations for that one. So,
okay,
yeah.
The Savage Sword, the Scourge of the Serpent tie-in. I don't know if it's technically a key issue, but for you speculators out there, it might be, because Steve Costigan's going to be in it. I don't know if he's ever been in a series in a comic book before.
I believe not.
So that's going to be cool, at least for the speculator market. I don't know if there's going to be that many people speculating on it, but the cover A, that's the Magnola cover that has Sailor Steve Costigan in his bulldog in it. So that one's cool. I do like the Horley one better, though. That's the one I'm going to get for sure.
Yeah, I agree. So there's the announcement for Scourge of the Serpent, and there's Kull and Conan and John Kirwan. There were some other interior panels they shared as well.
Man, Ivan Gill's artwork is so cool.
It's so good.
Yeah, I like that he makes if you go back to the previous slide, the way that he makes Conan and Kull look kind of different, because most of the time I feel like they're drawn very, very similarly, because they kind of are like the same guy. But he makes Kull look like he's sad. So it works. I like it.
It does work. I mean, I just love this page. It's
so cool.
God in the Bull. So I mean, if people haven't read any stories, any of the original Howard stories that will tie into this, they definitely want to check out God in the Bull. And we've seen Jim tackle that in the issues with Danica.
Yep.
Definitely, that is worth checking out. There is also the Shadow Kingdom is the Kull and Brule tie-in, and so this panel here is like when Brule reveals himself to Kull, basically the second chapter of that story.
Yeah.
So that's where that tie-in is.
And we get the iconic phrase, right, that reveals the Serpent Man in this one.
Kanamaka Lajarama.
Yes, sir. I did not remember it off the top of my head, so thank you for that.
Well, and that was something actually I forgot when we were talking about Solomon Kane. There was, I think it was in issue number 3.
The Gnostic guy says it, like the Abramo or whatever.
Oh yeah, Abramo, but says it. And it's just when that moment happens, I'm like, yes. So,
yeah, very cool.
It really pleased me. It was good.
For sure.
And the Haunter in the Ring. So that's the John Kirwan story that people caught up with. I'm really looking forward to this. Like, honestly, the Free Comic Book Day edition blew me away.
Yeah, for sure. I really enjoyed it.
Like, you got
at this point, I don't think I remember too much about it, but I did like it at the time.
I mean, you just got so much bang for your buck, and it was free. It was all the better. And here's a panel of Rob De La Torre's from Savage Sword of Conan 10. I know Jim was telling me that Rob is thrilled for this and feels that some of this is like some of his best comic. We were talking before starting to record. This story does not find its roots in any of the original Howard works per se, but obviously, it's, if you read any Steve Costigan stories, he finds himself in situations and it usually ends in fisticuffs. He's always in foreign lands, Singapore, Hong Kong and the like. So things ensue. I was telling you there is a story, The Sign of the Snake, where he gets embroiled in some insidious affairs with organized crime.
Yeah,
and it's the Yotan. And I had thought that maybe this would be the tie-in. When you're marked for death, they leave you basically a letter with a serpent sign on it to indicate your demise is up shortly. But it's not tied to that. But if people did want to get a taste of Steve Costigan, that would be one to seek out. Sign of the Snake. You had mentioned, what was the one that Jeff mentioned to you?
No, Jim, I'd asked them because I'm going to do the Road to Scourge of the Serpent reading challenge like I did for Blackstone last year. And so I asked him, for Steve Costigan, what sort of stuff should I look at? He said two. One of them was Fist and Fang, and the other one was the Bulldog breed. And I think the Bulldog breed is like the Costigan story, right? So that's what that is. Looks really fun. I love this, dude. The way that Del Torre just draws muscles is just so fun. Like they're so bulbous, and it looks so cool.
And it's the motion, right? Like all of his they just have so much energy, just creating. Does
that guy have a fucking serpent on his arms, or is that just hair? It looks like a snake.
It could be. I know there is another panel somewhere.
Yeah.
That shows, I think, kind of these organized crime guys. And I think
very cool.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
The boxing stories are great. We were talking about that a little bit. Done round 1, Fists of Iron.
Yeah.
I think I thought they were going to be boring.
Yeah.
Too similar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a video on it later. But they're just lots of fun, and like the pummeling in the ring is so much fun to read. So they're far more engaging than I thought they were going to be. I mean, at Howard Days, when we saw the presentation of the evening, I mean, Chris Gruber and Jeff Shanks and Mark Finn. I mean, they certainly sold the genre on us.
Yeah.
But once you start reading them, it's amazing. And in the presentation in Fists of Iron, it starts off, there's the 2 Ace Jessel stories. One is The Spirit of Tom Molyneux.
Yep.
It's just great. But then the other stories you see, and I always love it. Like when I read, I'll find an author and then I kind of just go crazy and read everything by that author. So when you read the stories, like the Howard stories in that way, you just get to see how he inspired himself. It's like, okay, in the story, there's this. And then you'll read the next story and it starts off, tip of my tongue, I can't think of what the stories' names are right now, but it starts off very similar or almost same setup.
Yeah.
And then he just twists it. So I guess one is it's Iron Man, and then the one that what was the story?
Which one?
That Chris read. Box him, kid, box him.
Oh no, that was crap. It was another Costigan character, but it wasn't Sailor Steve.
It's not Sailor Steve. That's the tip of my
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Of what it's called, because I know all in a minute. But yeah, just when you assess the parallels in his style, and then he refers to the same characters.
Yeah,
it's fantastic to read. So.
Well, yeah, because you see his growth as an author through those books, right? Because he was writing that stuff before he even wrote Conan, if I remember correctly, right? So it's kind of interesting to see that development.
Yeah, there's so much fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna load up. Oh, so I mean, the Alex Horley issue number 25.
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be great.
Yep, I do have a bone to pick with Titan on this one.
Yeah.
So. Cover A is just the front. You have to pay $2 extra for the wraparound cover, which I don't like. I get the point, but also Marvel and DC give you wraparound covers for $4 issues all the time. And if you're supposed to be doing this to celebrate and to make it really special for the fans, the least you can do is just give them the wraparound cover on the main cover. That's just me. I get the point of making more money off of it if you can. I am going to order it instead of the main cover because I'd rather have that. But I do feel a little bit, shafted by that one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the wraparound, I'm assuming its logo.
It's just this image that you see right now.
This image, and they just basically staple it over the other cover. Yeah. I mean, variants, man, they're just
they're a bit much. Although to be fair, all of the variants for issue 25 are really cool. I like all of them, and I like that all of the creators that have worked on it so far get to make a cover.
Yeah,
very awesome. I just don't like the wraparound cover, which is just this image. Like, it's more work to cut it in half and attach the rest of the stuff to it than it was just to give us this. So I feel a little bit slighted.
Oh, no, but you're paying the extra money because this is just going to be a separate leaf of paper that basically goes over the standard cover A. The same as,
Is that how it works?
Yeah, like when they did Conan the Barbarian, and they have the issues with like Francesca Burrell's map, evolution, like the Thurian age map as well. Mm-hmm. It's just basically a piece of paper over this
on top.
Yeah,
so it's like a poster.
You open, like with issue number 1 that has the map, you open up with the Dan Panosion cover underneath.
Oh. Okay, we'll see.
I have some extra copies of some of the map ones, and I'm going to take them apart and map and frame the smaller of the map.
Okay, if that's how it works, and I get to have the cover as a poster and then still have the actual cover underneath, I might retract my statement. If it's not like that, I'm gonna be a little bit upset, but we'll see.
But is it worth $2?
Well, a whole new poster is worth $2, I guess. But that's not how a wraparound usually works, right? Like most of the time, like a DC or Marvel book, they don't give you the normal cover underneath. The cover is just the whole image.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. We'll see. But the artwork in this, phenomenal. Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a lot of throwbacks. I mean, obviously this is Frostchat's daughter. And then Which Shall Be Born. And even Rogues in the House in behind there.
That's Talk or Thruck or something.
Thack.
Yeah, there you go. Thack. Very cool.
My son loved that story so much.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah. And then what was this one? Oh, I have too many images open. Come on, stream.
Yeah.
Up your game.
I'm curious about how this story is going to unfold. I know it's 36 pages. Jim mentioned that a few times. And so far, the pages we've seen are single pages that are supposed to reference stories that we've seen before, right?
Yeah.
They don't have any dialogue on them yet. So is this like a remembrance of all the adventures that Conan's been on and then moving on from there into a new story? Or like, I'm curious how it's going to, pan out. It looks cool either way. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm assuming these are just remembrances. And
the
main story will kick off.
This looks so cool, dude. Jesus.
Shared one. Yeah, I mean, just how intense that work for Horley to do.
Yeah. He wanted to do it, apparently. So good for him. Thank you. But Jesus, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be stellar. I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then next up is the Conquering Crown announcement. So this is, I guess, issues 26, 27, and 28.
Yep.
This is the cover.
Yeah, so 24 ends the year for us this year.
Yeah.
And then that leads into Scourge of the Serpent. 25 is its own thing. And I guess year 3 starts with 26 with 25.
With 25.
Sorry. Yeah, it starts with 25, but the third crossover event starts with 26, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I know they talked about at the panel that the end of, I guess, 26, end of issue number 28.
Mm-hmm.
A big reveal. I'm assuming it's Ancient Eternal or something like that.
Balsa Goth is going to finally show up. Right, that's a character from the end of Blackstone.
Shuma Gorath.
Oh, sorry. Balsa Goth is a different character.
Yeah, I mean, they got to do something with that. Well, or was it this end of the Scourge of the Serpent where they were talking about that too? Anyway, it's all obviously going
to something. We'll see.
I'm really liking Fernando Danino, and like his art over the last couple issues, it gets better.
Yeah, and Jim, it's really good.
Jim's really excited for the next 2 issues, and he said each time it just steps up, and I think you see it as well. Hard to make.
I personally like it because it's not as classical as Rob Del Torre's, but it's also not so cartoony that it just looks like generic, Marvel DC stuff. It has a very distinct, like, this is somewhere in between, and it works really nicely for Conan, who is like a superhero, but also a medieval fantasy type character, right? So
yeah,
it works really nicely for me.
They really feel Savage Sword to me as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that. And then just a little bit of a bonus thing here. So I mean, we keep talking about this guy.
Yeah, thank God I don't like figures
yet. No pre-order dates. I know Shawn Curley said that they're preparing a stop motion animation like they did with the Frazetta Girls Conan figure.
Yep.
And I think he said September. We should be able to see that. And I assume we'll see see the pre-order open at the same time. No pricing. I mean
it's got to be like a $70 figure, right?
Yeah, I mean Hyper Guyver. I know. I don't know if he follows you on Twitter or not, but he's like, it's gonna be $80. I don't know. Like I'm not displeased with the Frazetta Girls pricing. Like it's expensive. I can't buy action figures. But it's cheaper than the Mezco, so I guess that's a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of buying figures. Obviously, I have a bunch of them, but I rarely get like Western figures because these kind of action figures, they're just too expensive for my taste, and I don't need more collectible stuff that costs a lot of money, right? So I try to stay away from these. But they did announce a John Carter of Mars one, and that might be the one that I have to pick up. So we'll see.
Yeah, I am gonna get this one. I mean, I want the accessories.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cool.
I'm a sucker, but this is the one I think I want. So this is Icon Collectibles again through Frazetta Girls,
with Woola and everything. Very good.
I love this one so much.
Yeah,
I love it.
I don't want to buy it, but I might because it looks really great.
I mean, I assume it's going to be priced higher again because of.
I mean, that's a whole second figure, so it makes sense. If they add Digitaurus later, though, that would be really cool.
They better.
Yeah,
that'll be a bestseller. I'm curious actually because, Conan obviously is big, but in so many ways, like Burroughs is really huge.
Well, I mean, he inspired Conan directly, so yeah. Well, maybe not Conan specifically, but he inspired Robert E. Howard for sure.
Yeah, and so I wonder what the market is. Like, is it actually a bigger market for a John Carter figure than a Conan figure?
Probably not, because I don't think John Carter has had like a meaningful movie to make it okay. So I like the 2012 version. I really like that movie. That's how I got into John Carter and Tarzan and Burroughs in general.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think that was a critically acclaimed movie or a cult classic or anything. I don't think that there is like that pop culture zeitgeist like feel for John Carter of Mars.
John Carter, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, even Tarzan, like he's a perennial kind of favorite, but he doesn't have.
Everyone knows Tarzan. But like, I don't know how many people want to buy.
Tarzan. They want to buy Tarzan.
I mean, there was that one Margot Robbie movie where she was Jane. That was not a good movie, but I liked it. I like watching it. But yeah, I don't know. I would assume that there's more fans of John Carter of Mars than Conan, just from pure like age. Yeah, but I don't necessarily know if those people are gonna buy figures.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how big of a market it is.
If Frazetta Girls can promise they're going to release Deja Thoris, then I'm definitely going to buy John Carter.
I might have to do that too. Like, I don't know. We'll see. If they release Tartarchus, though, I will definitely buy that one.
Yeah. Oh my! I want them all. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah. And this is the Mezco. This is Mezco. Conan, the 112 collective Conan Pit Fighter. Yeah. I mean, hey, I don't know.
Well, that doesn't scream Conan to me. So
I find that the Mezco, they get niche. Like they have the Conan where he's camouflaged from the movie. Sure. It's cool, but they're too pricey for me.
Yeah,
because I think they're around I don't know, maybe 90 US. And so then once something is added and exchange rates.
Well, 112 is huge, right? That's like a foot tall.
What's that?
Like 112 scale is like huge, right? Like that's maybe not.
No, they're not. No, they're like it's like 6 inch.
Oh, okay. Well, that's crazy for $200. Never mind.
Yeah, like my King Conan, and it's awesome, and the accessories are fantastic. Sure. It was about $150 Canadian.
Yeah.
Which
120 US, something like that.
Yeah, and I couldn't say no to it. Same as the Frazetta Girls Conan. Like I figure, like if I'm going to buy a figure, like the Frazetta Girls was the way to go because it's just classic Conan. It's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The King Conan. I mean, I missed out on the earlier Mezco 112 Conans, and the Solomon Kane. Maybe they're waitlisted. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the King Conan, like I really like King Conan, so I thought, okay, I'll do that. Again, I'm a sucker. I mean, they know their audience. God damn it.
Yeah.
But I will run out of money eventually.
I'm already out of money, so we'll see.
But like the Pit Fighter, I don't need a Conan Pit Fighter. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't need camouflage Conan from the movie.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I don't know. I just try to not think about those. I'm like, I don't want to get into it. So
no. I appreciate looking at them. Like I go to the website once in a while. I'm like, oh, I'd like that. I don't know. In my fantasy life, when I win the lottery, buying a lot of Conan, and I'll buy. Are you a Star Trek fan?
Not really, but I know about it. I just don't really watch it.
I think the XO9, I think is the brand. They're just these really awesome figures.
Yeah.
And it's the next gen and the original series and everybody. They're just so I will win the lottery one day and I will buy all of the Star Trek action figures.
I might have to look into those. Get one for my dad. He's a big Star Trek guy.
Oh, they're
awesome. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I have too many expensive hobbies. It's like if I get into collecting those types of figures, I'm just not gonna have money for anything else. So I don't know.
You have to do what I do, just contemplate selling guitars.
Dude, I don't have anything worth selling. I mean, I could sell my collection, but that's not.
Oh, no, that is.
Like I'd have to sell like half a bookshelf to afford one of those figures, dude. Like it's not worth it at all.
There's all that YouTube money.
Oh yeah, sure, because I get tons of that. I did not get a single cent. I friggin' grind YouTube just for the sake of it.
I did. I think I mentioned to you when we were in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, you're always in Texas, but when I was
yes, sir.
with you, I bought some action figures with my first payment, and I've been waiting to do film. But do you want to see the action figures?
Yes, show me.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to disappear off screen for a moment. Hopefully I won't trip on anything.
That'd be funny.
Gotta sing a song or something.
No, you just edit this out of the recording. Or you're just gonna post it like it is.
Dead air. Can't have dead air.
I don't know.
I haven't showed these yet. So my first YouTube payment, you can set the threshold.
Yeah.
It was for $100 Canadian.
Yeah.
But then I had to pay. I had to pay. Well, I had to pay tax.
Oh,
to the U.S. government,
which means that you got about $60 US.
So I got. I think it was $83 or $82 Canadian.
Okay.
But so there's a comic shop. I think it's plug West End Comics.
Nice.
And it was a number of years ago. I was in there, and they had these figures, and I'm like, I wonder if they still have them there. And I think the payout coincided with my birthday in February.
Nice.
It's like okay, well it'll be content.
Sure.
Eventually, even though it's
eventually.
So it's like, I wonder if they're still there. I'll buy them. And so these were $30 a piece.
Nice.
So I'll open them up on film later. So this is Solomon Kane.
Nice. Looks really good, actually. I like it.
I mean, they're cheesy. They're like the Mego style. So I don't know if you've ever seen Mego Conan the Barbarian.
No, I have not. I'm gonna look it up right now.
He's got this really kind of like poofy hair. It's pretty hilarious, but it's awesome because it's a Mego. So the Solomon Kane is pretty cool. The nice thing about these is you can open them up. This
is what it looks like. That's hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. So they do have that reproduction, and I've emailed the shop to see if they still had it in stock. So they're pricier, especially if you buy them online.
Sure.
So this was $30 for Solomon Kane. He's got some accessories. He's got a sword and a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's probably got a flintlock, or no, he's got a flintlock, dagger, maybe a sword. He's got his floppy hat. So I'll do a video, but they do come out of the packaging, but they can be inserted
slot back in. Nice.
So it's pretty cool. So these are from 2014. They are marked. They have a Robert E. Howard official license on them, and there's on the back. There's that.
Nice.
There's that picture of Robert E. Howard at the bottom.
Okay, cool, classic.
There's Solomon Kane and Conan in the middle, and then there is.
Is that Prince Valiant? Oh, it's Kull.
It's Kull. The funny thing though about Kull, it's not so much reflected here. In the Marie Severin depiction, he kind of has this Prince Valiant thing because when he's in the palace, he's wearing like slippers. He's always he's got the, I don't know what you call that. I guess it's not really a hauberk, but like the tunic.
Yeah.
He's wearing a tunic and slippers, so he kind of has this Prince Valiant.
He does look like Prince Valiant, yeah. And the color choices too, yeah
totally. He's got, you can't see him, but he's got a scar across his face.
Very cool. Nice.
He's got the crown. So I can't wait to open them up and take all the twist ties off them. And I don't know.
It's been 2 years already, man. You gotta open them.
But it's been February. It's been February.
Okay. I thought it was like from last year.
No, and no, I'm not. Took me that long to make the YouTube money.
Okay.
But so I'm looking forward to opening these. So these are, this is how I roll action figure wise.
Cool.
I love the Mego though. I have a Spider-Man Mego. I guess it's from the early 70s.
Nice.
I've got an Iron Man. When I was a kid, my older brother's 3 years older than me. And so I remember I was probably like 3 years old, but I remember probably my grandparents, I'm guessing, bought him everybody. Like he had all the Marvel and all the DC Mego all the time. So like it was, so I just,
nice.
I've always, it's like, if I only had those still.
Yeah.
I'll bring out the Spider-Man and Iron Man when I do the video on these.
Okay, sounds good.
But I
want to bring up G.I. Joe so I don't bring up bad memories.
Oh yeah. we were walking around a big comic shop.
Yep. Madness Games and Comics. There you go.
Shout out Madness.
Yeah.
They had a nice collection of like some original packaged G.I. Joes. And I was lamenting to Lion.
Tell me his whole life story, guys.
Dudes, I had all the G.I. Joes, everything. And if I had them today, I would be filthy rich.
Yeah, probably. You just had all of it, dude. It was crazy.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me grow up.
Well, it happens. My mom threw away my Pokemon cards once, so yeah, it's fine.
Well, this is a fun
I'm
story.
not
So my brother, or not my brother, my son went to camp. I told you he was.
Yeah.
And so something they do at summer camp is they play Magic. And he was actually excited this year going to summer camp because he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Magic, because he doesn't really play
Nice.
anybody here. And he has a small deck, like he's not. But a buddy of his in the neighborhood loaned him his Magic cards to bring to summer camp with them, which generous offer, because I said
that's dangerous, dude.
Yeah, like don't, like, you take care of them, you treat them like they're gold, you don't give them to anybody else, you don't trade them. He's like, I know, Dad, I know, I'm not an idiot. It's like, I know, they're not yours. So I guess when he was at camp, he was using this other kid's Magic cards, and some of the kids were like, that's a really rare card. And my son's like, oh, okay, like,
that's cool.
And they're like, no, like, that's a really rare card. I mean, levels.
Yeah.
But so I guess my son came home, gave the deck back to his buddy, and let him know that at least one of his cards is worth a decent amount of money.
Sure.
But they went to a local hobby shop just down on Ossington and Queen. Traded it in for store credit, $150.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's great,
right?
Yeah. Jesus, so, good for them.
Yeah, so this 12-year-old kid, I guess he's probably had this Magic card for like 4 years, and my son brought it to summer camp with him. $150.
Did your son get some of that cash?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, dang it, dude! He should have gotten some of it. Friggin' finder's fee or something.
He's over at the other kid's house sponging dinners and things like that. So.
Oh, okay. It pays out eventually. It's fine.
So you've got the Scourge of the Serpent reading list. What else you working on?
Yeah, so I've got 6 stories, and then obviously the Serpent Ring Solomon Kane story. That's what we're going to cover there. And then in terms of other stuff on the channel, not much going on. Just kind of chugging along, reviewing whatever comes my way. You know that book, the Conan book that I got when we were at the Half Price Books? Yeah, I might read through that and kind of talk about some of the stories there. I can't remember which one it is. I think it was number 2. So, when the Reforged Savage Sword comes out and maybe one of the stories is in there, I'll talk about it at that point. But I don't know when it will be, if any of those stories are even in there. Because I can't remember.
I think Tower of the Elephant is in that one.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll do a comparison for that. Otherwise, just chugging along. I got Jeff Shanks tomorrow. Gonna do a conversation with him. I'm calling it a conversation, not an interview, because at this point it's more like shooting the shit with your buddy than it is, structured. Like, I want to know why you think this, right? Like, so if you guys have questions for him, I did on my YouTube channel leave a comment there. Well, actually, maybe this comes out after that, but maybe for next time, because I will have Jeff on the channel multiple times. So, if you guys have questions for him at some point, just leave them down below in the comments somewhere. And maybe next time I talk to him, I'll ask him. So, yeah, I don't know. That's really all I got going forward.
I guess the day, well, we were emailing about this, or maybe it was we were texting about something. But I bought number 3, 4, and 5 of those Dark Horse Savage Sword paperback.
Oh shit! Really? You did not send me this. You did not tell me this.
No, I was actually texting with you. I was at a Burger King.
Okay. Nice.
I'm gonna take a picture of them and be like, "Look what I got." Then I did.
I would have been very jealous.
It wasn't bad. Yeah. I bought them at the Beguiling.
Nice.
On College Street.
I want to go to that store, man.
Not one of my favorites.
Yeah, but it sounds like you get good stuff there. So
you get good stuff there. I have my reasons, but I get good stuff.
Sure.
$20 a piece. So that was
good.
It's like you say, like, you can't always buy all the omnibus. So those I can read them in bed without feeling like I'm going to ruin them.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that one that I got was at the Half Price Books. It was used, but it was still more than cover price. So that's a little bit upsetting. But it was still half of what I would have had to spend to get it at like eBay. So, I won. It's just now I got to get the rest of them. So fuck. We'll have to figure out how to track them down.
Yeah. I'm going camping as of Monday, so I'll be gone for a week. Things I'm working on. Swords of the North. I'm going to do
Nice.
a book review on that. I'm going to do a bit of a book review on Fists of Iron. The release dates for issue number 23 seem to fluctuate. Now, I know on Jim's newsletter, he has it for August. What is it? The League of Geeks is kind of like you can set up pull lists.
Yeah, that's where I have my pull list.
Yeah, so it still has the August date, I think.
Let me pull it up right now and tell you.
I looked the other day, but Previews World. So in my last video, when I kind of give the preview to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, League doesn't have it for August.
Not anymore?
Nope.
September?
Oh, am I stupid? It doesn't look like it's on there at all.
So it took me a bit to find when I looked the other day. So it was like the August 13th, I think, is what the original release date was. And then it was bumped to September. I want to say September 10th or maybe the week before that. But now on Previews World, it has the date as, I want to say, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I think it's September 17th. Yeah. But a week later, the number 24.
Yeah. Also, September 17th is when Scourge of the Serpent comes out, and you need to read through 24 before Scourge of the Serpent comes out. So I don't know if that's gonna.
So yeah, so those seem to be a flux. So I don't know. I think everybody should just kind of pay attention. I'm hoping it comes out in August. But so yeah. So the way it's slated right now is 24 comes out, and then 23 comes out.
Okay, so 23, it shows up as August 13th on League, but it doesn't show on your list. It shows like when you go directly to the series page. Right. I don't know why it does that. I got cover B for that one. I didn't really like the Panosion cover this time. Cover B is really cool by Greg Staples. I recommend it. But yeah, it shows August 13th still.
Okay, so here's what I have. So I'm going to the series. So right now on Previews World, which seems to hold. So I don't know if I don't know if she uses that. That seems to be, but it could always be an error. So right now they have issue number 23, September 17th, and they have issue number 24 is September 10th.
That's still accurate for League. So it's just 23 that's a little off.
So I'm gonna guess, and before the 17th, they had it listed for the 3rd.
Okay.
So they've updated it twice now.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe it's being moved to the 17th, and I'm gonna guess that's possible. And they just haven't updated any dates for issue number 24. I'm gonna guess that too.
Maybe.
And then
if they're 23 that far though, that's a bit of a mess, because that means everything else has to be shifted a lot, right? Like multiple months. So yeah, we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that just to give people some thought.
I wonder why that would be, because it's not Diamond's fault anymore. They work with Lunar, and Diamond doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah. So maybe Previews World has it wrong, but it is odd that
maybe
twice now. So
yeah, it's weird.
And I'm kind of hoping. Well, I don't know if I'm hoping it's September, because there's going to be a lot to cover in September.
Yeah.
Only because I'm going camping, so then I'm going to get have to quickly write my episode. So that kind of
it happens. Are you guys doing anything for Samaria in September? I think this year Michael K. Vaughn said that the prompt was anything but Conan. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm already doing the Road to Scourge of the Serpent thing, so that kind of already covers it for me.
Yeah,
but
I'll have to check out Michael K. Vaughn's. Did he just post video kind of?
No, he didn't post anything for it yet, but he mentioned earlier in the year that was what the goal was.
Yeah, I'll pay attention to what those guys are doing. I didn't really do anything last year. Like September gets crazy with like kids going back to school.
Yeah.
I do have something I'm working on that's Conan related. It was something that I'd spoken to Jeff about when we were
in I know what that is.
Yeah, so I started this last summer, So hopefully it's done by September. Made some good. I made some good progress over this week, so that'll probably be my big Sumerian September thing. Cool. I was thinking of doing some reading live streams, so I might not.
That's cool.
I don't know. I was thinking of even like, I don't know, I'd reach out to people, maybe get people to come on, like choose a story and then just alternate. I was a grand ambition was like, hey, why don't we do like Hour of the Dragon and like do it as like a marathon?
That's too many hours, dude.
I know, right? But there was something that, and aside people, you know, like come join, and then you read, I don't know, pages, whatever.
That would be fun. Very difficult to do. I would recommend that if you're going to do a live stream like that, you do it where kind of like the way the poetry slam was at Howard Days. You get 2 or 3 people, and then you're like, okay, let's read this one story, and then someone else reads another story, and like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about doing boxing for Sumerian September if I get around to doing anything for it.
Well, I was thinking that my Swords of the North and my boxing stuff would probably come out in September anyways. So, I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of it being Sumerian September, but not like all of us are kind of, not all of us. I know you and I, anyways, are branching out and wanting to read all the other Howard stuff.
Sure.
You know, with their YouTube channel coming live, you know, it's great to promote that. It's I don't know, it's fun stuff. And it's a veritable bounty of so I don't know. So maybe it won't be Conan related. I don't know. I mean, I've read all the Conan 3 or 4 times now. So.
Yeah, I have not actually. I probably should still stick to Conan for Sumerian September, but I got time. I can read whenever. It's fine.
Great things about Swords of the North. It has all the James Allison stories. Fragments of the James Allison stuff. So those are fun. Marchers of Valhalla is so good.
Everyone says that.
Yeah, and there's a couple Cormac McCart stories in there. They're just a blast.
Yeah.
So it's great. But the boxing stuff, that would be a lot of fun to read.
Yeah.
Some of them, I would love to read the Ace Jessel stories. But Ace is written with like an African American vernacular. Could be tough for a guy like me to read.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not do that. Yeah,
not caring, but it's like it's so good.
Yeah,
so awesome. It's something that in a lot of those stories he writes a lot of accents, which is it's fun to read, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, okay. Sumerian September. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe Jay would be interested in doing some of that stuff. I don't remember if he liked any of the boxing stuff. I don't know. I can't remember. We'll see. Jay is the guy that runs the Conan Unchained, for you guys that don't know who we're talking about.
He seems like a guy that would like boxing stories.
Yes. Also, his voice is very cool.
Oh yeah.
So him reading a story would be top tier. Very cool guy.
Yeah, I guess I'm working on too. Like I still have a little bit of content, not a ton, but I still have more than a little bit of content from Howard Days.
Yeah.
Conversations and snippets that I'm trying to figure out how to put together. There'll be more dribs and drabs that come out, but
for sure. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Okay, well let's end the recording.
Sounds
Thanks
good.
for joining me, brother. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Lion at either the Sword and Sorcery Book Club if you want Conan and Howard and Sword and Sorcery stuff, or Hobbies of a Man.
If you like all the other stuff that I have in my room, like manga, movies, Marvel stuff. You know, recently I did a review for K-pop Demon Hunter, which is a really silly concept, but a very good movie.
I've seen it
on the other channel.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, your daughter? Yeah, that makes sense. It's a very good movie.
Watched it 5 days in a row, I think. Or
that's
maybe,
crazy.
I think she saw it maybe 6 times within 4 days. I might say that.
That's crazy. Yeah. I have been listening to the soundtrack for like a week, so I get it. But that's funny. So, yeah, I talk about animated stuff that's more Japanese, Korean type stuff. But there are some crossovers sometimes. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, check out the Hobbies of a Man channel. If you want purely Conan and Burroughs and stuff like that, that's for the Sword and Sorcery Book Club. But yeah, thank you for having me, Stygian Dogs. It was great. I appreciate it.
Always, man. Okay, till next time. Take it easy, you Stygian Dogs.